Later, they learn that Carmilla is the one attacking the people. At that moment, Genzo goes behind her and goes for a German suplex, knocking her out. Meanwhile, at the castle, since the incident with the hero slammed her, Princess Altina has earned the nickname Princess Buttocks. She received news that the soldiers still can't find the hero. Shigure is annoyed, feeling she is the only one working, while Carmilla is sleeping, Hanako eating, and Genzo spending money on expensive food for the animals. Shigure goes to drink at the guild bar and complains that Genzo brought more mouths to feed. As she returns home, she sees Genzo giving food to a cat and asking it to stay and live with him forever. Miss Kobold comes and Genzo is all over her, telling her he wants to rub her. She tells him she is married with 20 kids. Claus then comes, asking if they have the payment for the loan. But Genzo tells him they don't have the money. As all doesn't want to work, Claus tells them in that case the loan is off. Hearing that, Genzo gets hyped and tells everyone to start working. Everyone starts working as hard as they can, but eventually all except Shigure fails. Shigure speaks with the guild master and he offers them to do the Griffin quest. Shigure shows the quest to Genzo and he instantly accepts it. While going for the Griffin, Genzo learns that they give birth to 2 chicks and make them fight and keep only the winner. Soon after that, they meet 2 Griffins and see 2 chicks fight. As one of them loses, Genzo rushes and takes the losing one, so 2 adult Griffins then start chasing them. Carmilla tries to fight but gets easily defeated, but Genzo cares more about the baby Griffin than Carmilla, as she doesn't have a tail and animal ears, and he refuses to rescue her. Shigure tells Genzo to return the chick, but Genzo refuses as he will take care of it and raise it at home. The 2 adult Griffins fly and surround them. Genzo and Hanako stay fighting them, while Shigure leaves with the baby Griffin. As Genzo sees an opening, he jumps on the Griffin and starts rubbing his head, but soon after that is slammed into a rock and knocked out. Hanako then cannot control herself as she wants to taste the Griffin meat and goes on a bit one. But as she doesn't enjoy the taste, she grabs Carmilla and Genzo and runs away. At their house, Shigure is relieved that Hanako comes back with the others. As they didn't defeat the Griffin, they didn't get the reward. Soon the baby Griffin Kyoko grows big and Genzo is excited, while Shigure worries that it will be more money for food. Shigure goes to complain again at the bar, but is a bit happy as she has sold the legendary weapons she took from Heat Haze for a nice sum. Mayo then spends his days, feeling sad and depressed, refusing to fight anyone else except Animal Mask. In the meantime, Genzo is looking at a new animal he named Masao. He wants to stay at its side until it wakes up, afraid that it may feel sad when there is no one. Shigure forces him to go do some work, leaving Hiroyuki at the house. As they leave, Wolfgang and Misha are waiting for them to leave. Wolfgang plans they kidnap and sell Hiroyuki so that he can get revenge for what Genzo did to him. He starts explaining his plan. He wants to lure Hiroyuki with meat and Misha to grab him, and they run. Genzo and the rest are on a quest, but cannot find the plant they were looking for. Genzo then says he has a bad feeling and wants to go back, but Shigure figures he is lying as he just isn't interested in the plant. At Edgar's place, Edgar comes back to see Misha and Wolfgang on the ground. He wonders what happened, and Misha explains they went with the plan to kidnap Hiroyuki, but as they tricked it with the meat and he came, looking at it at a close distance, Wolfgang found Hiroyuki cute and started playing with him. Then Jigi came out, and as Misha was faster, she managed to run, but Jig caught Wolfgang and did some things to him, which gave Wolfgang another trauma. In the forest, they hear a cry and Shigure realizes that it is the deola they are looking for. As she points in the direction of the cry, Genzo goes running excited that they are demon beasts. Soon after, he is disappointed that they are talking plants. Shigure tries to convince him they are cute, but Genzo isn't getting tricked. He says that the deola is not cute at all. Money cannot move him as he only fights for one thing, namely his love for animals. As they argue, they realize they no longer hear the deola's voices, and then see Hanako has eaten them all. When they return to the house, Jig tells them that Hiroyuki is almost kidnapped and draws a picture of Wolfgang and Misha. Genzo then storms to Edgar's place, saying he is willing to let them go since they are fluffy, but since they went after his partner, he won't forgive them and then beat Wolfgang. At the castle, Joanna has permission from the Demon King to summon a Demon King from another world to fight the hero that Altena had summoned. As she performs the summoning, Mao appears. She then introduces herself and wants him to help them defeat the hero that Altina had summoned. Rose shows him a poster of the hero and Mao starts laughing, saying he found where Animal Mask is hiding. Joanna is surprised that Mao knows him, but Mao tells her there is more between them than just knowing each other. Joanna comments that with her hatred and Mao's hatred, the power of the dark side will grow, and this time she may crush her foe, Hanako. Joanna then recalls how she was training and was told she might win the next tournament, but at the tournament, she was easily defeated by Hanako. Joanna requested a rematch, but Hanako wanted to eat, so Joanna gave her lunch. After that, they fought again, but Joanna lost, again and again. After that, Joanna got obsessed with Hanako and started observing her to learn how she got such strength. Years later at a party, Hanako wasn't able to recognize who Joanna was. Joanna then talked about Carmilla and that she was a lesser vampire, telling Hanako she could get a better servant, planning to send an elder vampire that would find Hanako's weakness, but Hanako declined the offer. Joanna then wanted her to face Rose, and if she would win, Joanna would accept Carmilla, and Hanako quickly accepted, as she wanted to go to the party and eat. As they met later at a quiet place, Rose and Carmilla started fighting. Carmilla put up a good fight but ended up losing. She then started clinging to Rose's skirt and pulling her, saying that he couldn't lose, while Rose was trying to hold her skirt, embarrassed, telling her to let go. Hanako then asked for the fight to stop, and Joanna told her she would arrange her a new, better elder vampire as a servant. But Hanako told her she still wanted to use Carmilla. Joanna then asked for Hanako to get on her knees, and to her surprise, Hanako did. Feeling like this was her first win over Hanako, Joanna left. While they were going back, the cart stopped and Joanna and Rose went to see what was going on. They saw Hanako, who apologized for how useless Carmilla was, but she was trying to do everything for her. So she was thinking that Carmilla was someone precious to her and didn't want to lose her. Joanna thought that Hanako would want them to not reveal that Carmilla lost. But instead, Hanako took her clothes off and transformed into a dragon, challenging Joanna to a fight. While both Joanna and Rose were trembling in fear from what they were seeing, and Hanako ended up beating both. At present, Joanna says that Hanako had left her castle the moment the hero arrived, so she thinks that Hanako went after him to gain glory, and she wants to find and defeat the hero before her. Genzo tells Carmilla to get out of the soil and to work, but she wants to stay there more to fully recover. She thinks she was useful during the last quest, but Genzo tells her she just went and got eaten instantly. Genzo gives up and decides to bury Carmilla with more soil. Thank you so much for staying on this channel and watching our videos. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel so we can keep you up to date with our latest content. See you in the next video.